So in today's video, I'm going to share with you how to recession-proof your Google Shopping campaigns, okay? Now, even if your traffic, your sales, your conversion rate is decreasing, okay, this is going to show you exactly what you can do to increase your profit even in this market, in this current environment, okay? So let's get into it. So to set things up, let's say that maybe you're managing your Google Shopping campaigns yourself, someone on your team is doing it, or you have an agency managing this for you. So specifically if it's an agency that's sort of a generalist type agency or freelancer, this would be really, really helpful for you to sort of make sure you're doing the most possible and taking the steps needed to really increase your profit given what's going on in the market today. So now the first thing you should not do, okay, is cut your bids, okay, and I'll explain that in a second. Okay, the second thing you should not do is decrease your budget. And let me explain why, okay? Because this is something that I see getting just confused. I get a ton of questions, ton of emails, ton of phone calls about this. And, it seems counterintuitive, right? But those two things are actually going to make things much, much worse for you. Okay, and it comes down to just a basic concept. Okay, and what it is your customer journey. Okay, this is your typical customer journey. They start up really high in the funnel, right? Maybe they're using very generic top of funnel terms. They don't know exactly what they're looking for. Then they become educated. They start to work down. Maybe the need gets greater. Then they get down here. They know exactly what they want. They know exactly what they're looking for when they buy. Now they're in that valuation stage right before they buy, and boom, you can get it. Right? So these are going to be your home run search terms, or the home run keywords that a customer would use be right before they buy. Okay? So it's very, very important to sort of understand this concept. This is what goes on the in Google search. Okay? Now, so what happens if you just go in and cut bids? What you're doing essentially is you're just lopping that off, right? Because this is going to typically be higher cost per click than the sort of generic terms up here, right? Someone looking for motorcycle parts, right, is going to be a lower CPC than someone looking for KTM motorcycle handlebar, right? So it's very, very important that if you just go in and cut bids, you're actually just losing out on your home runs, most profitable terms, okay? So what happens if you go in and just reduce your budget? Okay, so some, spoke to someone, they said, well, I'm cutting my budget. I'm now, I was at this budget, but now I've cut this way back, so we're limited a budget. That's the wrong thing to do. You do not want to be doing that, okay? Because again, what's going to happen is you're essentially going in and just cutting off, one side of the funnel. You're just lopping off half of the funnel. Okay, so you're going to be missing some traffic up here, which is okay probably at this point, right? You're going to miss, this is probably better traffic, but you don't want to be missing this traffic. Okay, so this is the traffic. You just cut your budget. You're basically just slicing that whole thing in half or a quarter or whatever and missing out on some really profitable, valuable traffic that you should be getting. Okay, so again, I know it sounds counterintuitive, but that's something that so many people that really don't understand e-commerce, that really don't understand how Google Shopping works from an e-commerce perspective, are doing wrong. And I'm seeing so many people just, sort of continue to go down and down and down because they don't understand this concept. So let me show you what you should be doing. Let me show you exactly what you can do right now to increase your profit. Okay, so if you go back to the same sort of customer journey, right? Now this is a simple concept, simple explanation. If you want more detail on it, let me know, okay? But what you should be doing, okay, is first of all, get rid of any smart campaigns or, just those are not going to be good for this time in the market, okay? So what you should be doing is creating two campaigns. One campaign is going to be a high priority setting. The other campaign is going to be a mid priority settings. And if you don't know how to do that, just do Google search and you'll figure it out, okay? So we're going to create, let's say high, mid. Okay, so you're gonna have two campaigns. Both those campaigns have identical products in it, identical targeting, everything's identical. Then what you're gonna do is go through your search report or look at your products, look at the market, look at what currently showing up in Google Shopping versus your products, and just come up with a list of what I'm calling home run keywords, okay? These are keywords that are super profitable, should have high purchase intent, high ROI, right? These are your valuable keywords that you really want to show up for in Google, okay? These are the keywords that, push comes to shove, right? That's where you're gonna want to get your traffic from, okay? You're going to spend every, valuable dollar that you have on that traffic. So come up with a list of keywords and search terms. Then decide, is it exact match, phrase match, or modified broad, okay? Now this is going to get a little bit technical, but generally what I would say is it's depending on the term, it's maybe go with the modified broad or phrase match, okay? Unless it's a super high volume term that you have to be careful about getting conflicted or confused with other things, maybe just err on the side of modified broad or phrase match keyword. Okay, so take all those terms you created, apply a plus in front of the one word, plus an extra, or do parentheses around it to create those phrase match, those keywords, okay? So then what you're going to do is apply those keywords, okay? These are your home run keywords that you want to show for, okay, in a modified broad or phrase match type, and apply it to your high campaign. Okay, now you're like, whoa, wait a sec, these are my good keywords. I don't want to apply it as negative keywords. So what you're going to be doing, okay? So this is a very basic keyword targeted campaign method, okay? Very simple structure, very simple, keyword targeted campaign method. By applying those keywords, those negative keywords up here. So negative, let's just say one of your negative keywords is KTM motorcycle handlebar, or let's just say KTM handlebar, modified broad. So I'm gonna do KTM plus handlebar. You probably can't read that, but it's just plus KTM plus handlebar. So by applying that negative keyword up here into the high campaign, what it does is it forces that traffic down here. So in a sense, you're positively bidding on that keyword. So therefore, you basically have one campaign down here, which is your mid campaign, that has all of your home run traffic in that campaign. Now up here in the high, okay, is everything else that Google thinks is relevant. Okay, that could be motorcycle handlebars, that could be bike handlebars, that could be anything, right? Anything that Google's algorithm thinks is relevant is just going to show up here, right? So you're going to want low bids up here, okay? Low bids. Down here, you're going to want high bids, high impression share, high ad placement, okay? Really be careful. Look at that KTM handlebar term. Is your ad showing for it? If not, you may have to raise your bid a little bit, okay? But the point is you now have a bucket. You have a campaign of all of your home run keywords that you really want to show for, that's going to drive high ROI and profit to your bottom line. And then don't waste your money. Back down your bids. Cut your ad spend on these terms that Google thinks is relevant. Okay, because that's where a lot of that's where you can cut. I mean, right now with everything going on in the economy, right? You can make cuts up there at the top of the funnel. Yes, that may hurt you later. Yes, your sales may be down somewhat later because you're not educating and pulling people through the funnel. But right now, right? Everybody trying to buckle their campaigns down, right? You're going to want to focus your ad spend on the home run keywords, okay? Now, that's the big recommendation. That's what I recommend. That's what we're doing with our clients. But two important points, two important things to consider and start to keep in mind when it comes to this, okay? First things first is, all the accounts that we work on, all the clients we work with, there are many surprises, and many, we're continuously being surprised through this market, is that there are a lot of accounts that we expected to see a decrease and are actually seeing an increase. And I know it sounds odd, but there's some accounts that are just bucking the trend and doing even better. Why is that occurring? It could be because other companies and competitors are lowering their bids and market, they're decreasing their ad spend very aggressively. So now our clients are showing up higher in the page and getting those sales that maybe they couldn't afford to get previously, right? Because it was too cost prohibitive, and now they're getting those sales. So their sales are going up. But, in some cases, just a market condition. Like, for example, one of our clients, his sales are up, and he's like, well, I think it's just because people are actually at home right now and they can enjoy this product. And, they're looking and they haven't been, hit, it's a higher income type product. So they haven't been really hit by some of the, the financial market, in recession, to say. So, so the point is look at the data, look at what's going on, use the data to work this system, okay? If you're seeing terms up here in your high campaign that are performing well and driving profit, well, then just add it as a negative keyword and then it forces down here. So point is, use the data, use, the results to make decisions on that. The second thing is, if you are a super sophisticated account or you're spending over a couple $1,000s a month or $10,000 a month, right? You can get more and more granular with this, okay? So, yes, just because I have a mid here, you can also create a low down here as well, right? So you can create a low down there as well. So you have 3 tiers. You can also then take this low or this mid and start to break these off in different ad groups or different campaigns. So, so like, for example, so one of our clients, we have over 4,000 different ad groups and I think 10 different campaigns in these buckets. Okay. You can get very, very granular with those terms. So we can have very precise bids. Okay. And you're saying, well, why do you need such precise bids? Because we care about ad positions. Okay. Placements and how we're showing up on Google. That's what drives the customer. That's what drives your bottom line. Okay, that's what is going to matter at the end of the day. Okay, bids, for the most part, are really irrelevant. It's about it's just a tool. It's a means to the end of where you're showing up on Google. So if we have to get very aggressive and bid up or bid down, okay, to show up at different placements on Google Shopping or not show up or show multiple positions to block out competitors or whatever. The point is you can get very, very granular and very precise with your bids and your ad placements for specific terms, okay? Someone just looking for wedding favors, right? I'm going to want to show up differently, right? If I'm searching for personalized wedding favors or wine glass wedding favors or personalized wine glass favors, right? Those are different keywords and I may want to show up differently on Google Shopping or may show up in different positions or show different ads for those, right? Wedding favors, right? I mean, the point is I want full control, full granularity of what product, what position I'm showing up, and that all can get more and more granular as you go down. So again, that's it for today's video. That's the big recommendation. Again, whatever you do, like I understand it's crazy out, crazy times, but do not cut your bids, do not cut your budget. It's going to make things worse. Okay. Do not use smart campaigns. That's just not a good campaign strategy for this type. And I realize some of you, may just set up a smart campaign, just get things going, test it out, whatever. But pretty quickly, you need to start to break this up and break up these, these campaigns to get the optimization to really take that next step and do more with your campaigns to really maximize your sales and profit. Don't let Google's algorithm just show your ads for just a bunch of irrelevant, low quality, low person intent terms. Really take control of your campaigns, apply this keyword targeted strategy, and it's going to really increase your profits, okay, by minimizing your wasted ad spend, minimizing your ad spend, and really getting the results you want. So, like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know. I get, I think, a couple examples, videos of this in action, okay, and the results that we saw, from applying this. So if you want that, check it out. But that's it for this video. I hope it was valuable for you. If it was, just click the like, subscribe, share button. We try to post videos like this, once a week, once every other week. But also share with your colleagues, share with other people in your Facebook group or your community, because not enough people know about these options, these features, these methods and they can make a big difference. Like even if you're spending $500, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month, this can make a big difference, right, in increasing your profit. Okay, so share with colleagues, share with your friends, help them out. You know, and but that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Cheers. Take care.